Hello friends! It is time to go get some flowers and vegetables for the garden and all the pots around the house. Feels so weird to be in this tiny van. I'm in my minivan. Haven't driven this in 4 months and it feels bizarre. It feels tiny compared to Gus the bus. Let's go fill the back of the van full of plants. I'm excited! There are a ton of things that I could be getting done right now. My mind, my list, everything is just big and long. But getting the garden in feels important because spring pretty much has just arrived. We're right here at June 1st. We did not miss the beginning of spring. It was really, really long cold spell until almost June this year. So I'm not too late for the garden. So the cleaning projects, the organizing projects, all that stuff, I feel like can wait. We just want to get the garden in this weekend. We are starting downtown at one of my favorite places, Alaska Mill and Feed and Garden Center. Let's see what we can find. Look how beautiful these lettuce baskets are already. Wow. Those look fantastic. Let's go through the veggies. Okay, so far I pretty much just found lettuce and spinach, but I like to just grow that from seed. Okay, starting with a bok choy. Never grown bok choy, but my kids like it in soup, so we'll try it. I'm not seeing any broccoli, any cauliflower. Cauliflower. Okay, broccoli. Gonna get several of those. A couple different types of broccoli. Cilantro. Get 2 of those. These don't have much smell to them. Always get a mint, but I keep this in a container so that it doesn't spread. Cabbage. Try that one too. Napa cabbage. Oh, celery. I like growing celery. I think I'm gonna skip Brussels sprouts because they just grew up so big but didn't really do anything last year. Strawberries. Herb bowls look really nice. They'd be great on like a deck for lots of good little herbs in there. They smell so good and fragrant. Okay, we've got chives already growing. Inside. Thyme. I enjoyed this lemon verbena last year. Parsley. Basil, rosemary, and oregano. Sage and pineapple sage. It's for the flower beds by the front door. Some creeping Jenny. Love the nasturtiums. I think I have some nasturtium seeds, but I'm going to get a couple plants too. Pepper. I pretty much only do squash because I've never had good luck with tomatoes. Oh, it's warm in here.
Yeah, my glasses steamed.
Yeah. Deer pan, summer squash, cucumbers, corn. Look at these cute little corn. I do like bush beans. Those are kind of fun to grow. These are runner beans, so they like grow really big. Those are kind of fun too. Just looking looking for zucchini squash. Did not see it on my first pass, but it's so warm in here, it's taking me a second to get used to it. Okay, peppers. Oh, there's two squash right there, or zucchini, I mean. Yep, okay, we're gonna take those too because that's what they got. I'll go get my box. My squash did not do great last year, but I want to fertilize them differently this year and see how they do. Ooh, a spaghetti squash. Should we try one of those? Everett would love that. He loves spaghetti squash. He'd like to plant one, I know. There we go. Spaghetti squash. Never tried to grow that before. Okay, are these all cucumbers? Cucumbers. Oh, here's some more squash down here. Whoa. They had them under here, but they kind of were blending in with the cucumbers. Okay. That's probably good for those. Any yellow squash now. Oh, they have a lot of zucchini down here. I just missed it. Okay. Lots of zucchini, but no yellow squash. That's okay. Beans, they're just so fun when they climb up the trellis. Okay, I'm gonna take one more around, but I feel like we got a lot. Looks like a good start to me. I usually buy my flowers here because I'm not quite like, my mind does vegetables first, so we'll see if I see anything that catches my eye. I guess I did get a couple flowers. I love this, full of strawberries. Very fun. Try a couple of these Walla Walla onions again. I didn't have very much success last year, but they were still fun. Let's go look at seeds and see if they have any potatoes. I did not see any purple cabbage. I do want to look for that really quick. Maybe I missed. I've never grown Swiss chard, but it looks so pretty. I think we'll try some. I think Everett would like that. Okay, spinach, lettuce, kale, we can grow from seed. A lot cheaper. For seeds, we got spinach, lettuce, kale, peas. And then I ordered my carrot seeds. Maybe they'll be in the mail when they get home. So I backed in my car because just in case the battery dies, I wanted someone to be able to help me and jump me. Let's just go see if it's gonna work before I get everything loaded and see if I need to flag someone down. Just with the car not being used for 4 months, had a little bit of a hard time getting started, but hopefully, yes, driving here was enough to kind of get it recharged. Okay, let's get these loaded up. Alright, that feels like a really good start to the garden. Whoop. We do need to get some flowers now. Just always come here for veggies, and then feel like flowers like to get at other places. There's a place in Eagle River called P&M, and then they sell their flowers to like Fred Meyer and things like that, so I've always had good luck with those flowers. It is only 55 degrees outside, but the sunshine feels glorious. 2 veggies that I did not find. Potatoes, which I'm gonna have to text my friend and see where she says they might have potatoes, and purple cabbage. I would like to have those 2 things, but we'll see if we find them in our other stops on the way home. I absolutely love hosting in my home, and I find that if you have a few really nice, unique pieces, it can just make things feel really put together. And that's exactly how I feel about all of these different pieces that I've gotten from Quince. I love that Quince offers high quality, home and clothing pieces, but without the luxury price tag. And not to mention 365-day returns and free shipping. They have so many timeless pieces to choose from. These are handmade bowls. Each one is a little bit unique. This has become my go-to bowl for any soup and pasta dish. I love the shape of it. I love eating out of it. So nice to use, but also beautiful up on the shelf. It's like a piece of art. The quality of the clothing that I've ordered is top notch. They make me feel more elegant and put together than the things that I typically have in my closet. Such good quality, good prices, and beautiful pieces. So if you're looking to refresh your wardrobe or add some quality pieces to your home, you can head to the link in the description below or use this QR code here on the screen. I think you'll find some pieces that you will use for years to come. Hey, I made it to P&M Gardens up in the beautiful Eagle River Valley. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, it's empty. Don't know, I might have to figure out something else for potatoes. Wow, look at these gorgeous baskets. So beautiful. Love that. It's huge. Look at this display here. It's cinder blocks, but it's just so beautiful, filled in with plants and mosses. Feels like a sauna in here. Makes me want to get in the sauna. Okay. There we go. Some purple cabbage. It's a 6-pack. Okay. I think we're gonna get 2. Because we're here. Okay, finding lots of fun flowers. I love snapdragons. We're just going for purples and pinks and reds. I hit on a plant that didn't feel too good. They're so pretty. For the garden, some violas. All right, friends, it was a very successful second stop. P&M Gardens is the supplier for like Walmart, Fred Meyer, all those things. So I figure you come right to the source, you probably save a little bit of money, and I'm sure they keep the best here. I've always found really good flowers at Fred Meyer as well, but they're P&M flowers. So ended up getting some dill here, some tarragon for the vegetable garden, and I did find some red cabbages. Unfortunately, they are all out of seed potatoes, and then we got a lot of flowers. Now the flowers go up on the deck at the front door, and some of them go in the garden just to kind of make it look fuller and happy to be in there. I guess it's time to go home. I'm full. That is a happy looking car. All right, feels good to have those plants. Ooh, it was warm in there. There is one other really fun greenhouse near our house, but I'm gonna see what we need before I head to another one. Like, let's fill things in. Let's see where we're at. Whew, it's warm. All right, friends, it's been a couple days, but we gotta get this garden planted. We got hit with some sickness in our house, so it's just time to figure it out. So here's a tour of the garden before. Got 3 beds, and then 3 beds. 2 here, and then that one in the back. This side tends to get a bit less sunshine, so we are going to switch things up a little bit this year because I'm planning on where things will grow better. I do still plan to group things together instead of having like a whole bed of broccoli. The kids like to plant their own. The only thing that I think has come up in the garden from last year was the chives. So we got some chives here. Oh, actually, I do see a garlic coming up right here. I need to figure out what we do with that. But yeah, we did plant some garlic in the fall. We just see that one coming up, so we'll need to make sure we don't plant over that. Last year, Everett had his basket over there. He's asked to move over to this side where it's sunnier, so maybe his stuff will grow a little bit better. So there's a couple things. We'll see if the watering system survived the winter. Time will tell. We got to hook it up and test it out. I did notice this section over here is not good. So we got to do some adjusting and see. We probably just need to put a new piece of pipe there because that is very wonky. But Violet is ready to help.
I know.
You're gonna help in the garden? Okay.
Got it.
You got it. Those flowers are not for the garden, but let's leave them in that box because these ones are not for the garden. Those ones are for the flower beds, okay?
Are you helping your mom farm? No.
We're working in the garden.
Flowers? You plant her? You're a planter?
This is Mommy's garden.
Mommy's garden.
Okay.
Okay, Everett's going first. The first thing he's planting is
A cabbage.
a cabbage.
Yeah.
He's putting it right in the middle, gonna give it a lot of room. All right, we got Everett's planted here. He's got a good variety. He's got some broccoli, a zucchini, celery, some sage and rosemary, Swiss chard, some cauliflower, and I think he has 1 or 2 cabbages in there, or like a green one and a red one. So that one is all good. I just realized this little thyme plant that was here is growing back, so that's good. It's called creeping thyme. Oh yeah, it smells really strong. That's good. So I'm glad I left that one and the chives. Also like to add a few flowers to the ends just so that there's pretty things to look at. This is a pineapple sage. Never really sure what to use it for, but the leaves smell amazing. And we actually, Bennett dug his up and it's growing inside now, so we'll have another pineapple sage. He might want to regrow it in his garden, I don't know. I am going to do a little bit different here. These ones last year were lettuce, and then that one was all carrots. I'm moving my lettuce and carrots over to that side, and so I just want 2 really pretty. I'm almost tempted to just do flowers, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just gonna do like 1 row of cabbages and 1 row of cauliflower and broccoli maybe. I just want it to look more full when you first walk in, because with the lettuce and the carrots, it didn't look full till much later in the season. Plus we'll add a few flowers. I've decided these first 2 ones when you walk in, I'm gonna just plant them identical so that they're kind of just in symmetry, and then we'll see which side grows better. I'm starting at the front with nasturtiums because I loved last year how they just like spilled over the edges. I hope they'll do that again this year. First up we have a purple cabbage, then a green cabbage. So we're going purple cabbage and green cabbage. I am kind of roughing up the leaves. I went and did a little bit more research to make sure it was okay to leave the leaves. And it said it's great for the soil. I probably will add some compost. I probably should have done it before I'm doing this, but I think just kind of mixing it in as I go. I am adding some of this vegetable garden fertilizer as well as I go. So hopefully that's a good combo. I must admit, every time I get in the garden, I feel like a newbie and I don't know what I'm doing, but I just try and do my best. And then usually we get some good stuff out of it. Maybe one day I'll feel confident in what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna go for another cabbage here. Okay, on these front 2, I just went with alternating purple and green cabbage. Then right in the middle, I did some Napa cabbages. And then on the back, I just filled it in with a few more cabbages. They may be too close together, but hopefully they'll be okay. And I think they'll be really pretty and full in this front section. And then I put some nasturtiums at the end. So still got all this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go. 3 down, 6 to go. I have designated this the zucchini section. I really want to remember to fertilize them partway through the summer this year, so I'm going to put them all here where it gets good sun. And I just hope, actually I don't know, that one does get it. I wonder if I need it there because that gets afternoon and morning sun. I don't know, we're gonna do it here. It just is the perfect size for the zucchini plants. Everett does have a zucchini in his as well, but I just hope we have a better zucchini year. Need to mow the lawn before you go sometime this week. Oh, these stink. Supposed to help keep away pests. For done. I'm gonna call that good for now. I'm gonna go help make dinner, and then hopefully we can get back out here either later tonight or tomorrow. Get this garden growing. Tomorrow I will set up the water system and see how it works. If it's still working, how it's going.
I'm not sleeping tonight.
All right, Bennett's gonna work on his. He's got broccoli, cauliflower. He's gonna do some celery on this end. And he's got some climbing green beans, and then he's gonna do peas.
The leaves are annoying.
Just mix them in.
It smells weird.
The fertilizer, you need to be working the fertilizer in. Well, it could be like the first of their morning delivery. It just depends on how they look. All right, it's a new day. I got back in the same clothes I was using gardening yesterday, but we are gonna get the seed part of our garden planted. We just got the mail and my carrot seeds came in, so we're gonna be good to go. Well, friends, I'm a little bit worried about my garden. I planted it yesterday, and then when we woke up, it was 35 degrees out. Today's June 1st, 35 degrees. That is so cold. So hopefully these plants did okay out here. They were already hardened off because if you saw, I bought them outside. So we just need to get the plants done. That I do have some onions my friend has for me, and she has potatoes for me, but we got to go get those in a little bit. The only carrots that I like to plant, they're yaya carrots. They're pelleted, so they look like a little nerd. So they're easier to plant and space out. My mother-in-law starts these months before I do and gets amazing carrots in buckets. She starts them inside. So maybe one year I should try that. But we're gonna have a whole big container of carrots. I got 2. Each of them have 250 seeds. Okay, I probably didn't need to order 2 packets, but I did. So we're just gonna plant as many as we can. I am gonna remove some of the leaves out of this one because carrot seeds are so little, they might have a hard time getting up through all these leaves. Oh, some of the leaves that we put in here also went on the ground. So I'm trying to clean those out a little bit. Plant some carrots. Carrot seeds can be really hard to not plant too close together when they're not pelleted like this, so once we found these, I really like them. Hey, I'm reading this that I can plant them 3/4 inches to 1 inch apart. I think I'm doing them, well, I'm doing about an inch, but maybe more like 1.5 inches. I think I can do them a little closer. That means I can use more seeds. I always want more. More carrots. Ah, I just spilled the carrot seeds. Ugh. This wind is getting me. Now I'm really glad that I bought 2 because I spilled them. Like the wind blew and knocked it over, and I thought, how silly. And then I closed them up and put them back, and then somehow they fell again, and I had closed them but they opened up. So I've been picking these little seeds out of the wood chips here. Thank goodness they're the pelleted ones, but I definitely need my second pack because I lost some. We're gonna have carrots growing in the over there. Anyways, the only problem with the pelleted seeds is they kind of look like these little things that come in the soil, and so you're like, wait, did I plant them there? So I'm about half done. Got the other half to go, and I'm on to pack number 2. These ones will be sealed in my pocket so I don't spill them. Not making that mistake 3 times. Sealed up and in my pocket. Okay, all the seeds are placed. Time to cover them up. Just give them a little bit of dirt on top, not much, so they can do their thing. I think again we're going to remove most of the leaves just because lettuce plants are so delicate, but we are also going to be planting the rest of the bok choy and this Swiss chard. We got lettuce, spinach, and kale. I do think that these did a good job of keeping the weeds down, so I'm glad that I did it, but I do have to get this. It does make it not as pretty when you're putting stuff together. I have 4 rows of lettuce, 1 row of kale, and then I'm gonna do 1 row of spinach. I think I'm gonna sneak in 1 more row of spinach on the edge. I 100% admit I think I grow things too close together when it comes to seeds, but I just want to pack them in there. Again, I did these 2 over here because it gets less sunshine. See, that's all in full sun, and these are kind of in dappled sunlight. These trees here have gotten bigger over the years, so this is the last one we got to plant, and then we got to do some peas, but this is going to be my onion bed. We're going to try some different onions, and then gotta plant the peas here and peas in that one too. Peas and onions, and just, yeah. Then we gotta give everything a good water and then cross our fingers that our watering system works. All right, we've got the final garden bed here. Not going to be able to do the whole thing right now, but I am going to plant this dill, this tarragon, and some peas, and then we're going to go get our onions from my friend. All right, friends, I got the goods. Got a big bag of potatoes here with 2 different varieties in it. And then all these onions. Just use whatever we want and then pass along some to somebody else. I'm gonna try and find ones that are kind of already sprouting like that. I think they'll do better. But she said it would just stick them in so they're kind of halfway sticking out and they'll start growing. We're gonna give it a try. I also grabbed these bigger onions, so I'm going to plant those as well. They'll just be a little bit further along, I think. I finished planting onions. I ended up kind of sticking them anywhere there was like a spot. The garden looks really thirsty, so I've been giving it a drink of water. Not quite ready to set up the watering system yet because I got to get out a different hose and stuff, but I'm just making sure everything has a good drink before it all dries out because the sun keeps peeking out and these plants were just looking real thirsty. You might be able to hear a really loud noise behind me. They are pumping our septic. 4 months on the road, we had to dump our own septic out of the RV. Got home and had to get the house pumped. Making sure we're just taking care of all the summer chores so we can have a good summer. This hose looks like a snake. Good thing I know we don't have snakes in Alaska. Okay. Doesn't that look like a snake? Yee! Okay. Retractable. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oops, I wasn't supposed to do that. I meant to catch it and I was focusing on the... Love this thing. This is the same brand as the raised beds, which they just make the garden look so beautiful. One day I would like to do some cut flowers and some maybe around the edges or something, but I'm really just trying to enjoy the space that I have this year and see how year 2 with the Vigo raised garden beds goes. Now that I got it all planted, I have really good feeling about this. Always looks so sparse in the beginning, but it quickly just becomes beautiful and full. At least that's the hope. We do try and keep it locked up, keep out moose and little violets unsupervised. She can kind of go under the door though. We try and keep this here. I don't know, she hasn't tried yet this year. She doesn't seem quite as interested, but I know as we spend more time in there, she's gonna enjoy it. I still have all these onions. I don't know what to do with them because it just like was way too many, but she said I could just pass them along to someone else. I don't know. Not sure what to do with them. Can you eat these? I have to ask her. Chop them up and make a nice little onion soup. We love you, we're grateful for you, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life, home for the summer.